Coming up today on The Link, we have Kevin Kane and Lee Cunningham with West Georgia Technical College with the Move On When Ready program. So stay with us. Welcome to The Link. I'm Laura Horton.
And I'm Mark Whitlock.
We hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July. I cannot believe we are in the month of July. This summer is just flying by. And today we actually have a great show because before you know it, school's going to be starting back. And today we're focusing on the Move On with Ready with West Georgia Technical College.
We are. Move On When Ready, dual enrollment. The opportunity for a high school student to take college classes from a college instructor using college curriculum while they're in high school, have that paid for by the state of Georgia.
Yes, it's free.
Get the college credit and also get high school credit for that.
And it's going to transfer to the college of their choice. And, you know, AP classes are wonderful and all of that, but some colleges don't take the AP credit if you pass the test, and majority of the colleges out there are going to be taking this dual enrollment credit.
So, Laura, you know, our strategy in Coweta County has been let's grow both. So both dual enrollment and AP classes credits have been growing. That's a good thing for our students. Dual enrollment has just been soaring. I think everybody's figured out the cost savings.
It's the cost saving. I mean, college is expensive, and every year prices to go to school is going up and up with college tuition. This is a way to go, and 9th graders can get on board and start as a freshman, start earning college credit. And like you said, you're earning high school credit too, so you're not going to get behind in any of your high school classes. You're getting both credits at the same time. Great
opportunity. So we've got Kevin Kane, Director of High School Initiatives for West Georgia Tech, Lee Cunningham, High School Coordinator for West Georgia Tech. They're going to be with us today and talk about West Georgia Tech's role in that. Don't know whether they'll say it or not, but West Georgia Tech, one of the leaders in the state in providing this.
It's wonderful, and we're so lucky to have it in our backyard. It's just right down the road.
You bet.
And they are there to help you. They'll help you set everything up with your testing. They talk to the counselors. They are there to help you every step of the way. So you definitely don't want to miss these segments because we're going to have 2 segments with them because it's that important.
It is that important. It's important for what our young people want to do today. It's important for what employers say young people need to have. And it sure is important if you want to have college taken care of in an affordable manner.
Absolutely. So you definitely don't want to go anywhere. Stay with us and we'll be right back.
The best chefs in the world will try to break him, shake him, irritate and frustrate him.
He doesn't stand a chance.
The judges will distract him, harass him, tease him, and displease him.
You want to see Bobby get beat?
They all want to unseat him.
Take it easy.
There's even a chance they'll beat him.
I was just warming up. That was rehearsal. Let's light this place up.
All new Thursday night at 10. Beat Bobby Flay. Food Network. Dig in.
Welcome back to The Link. We are delighted to welcome to the set of The Link Mr. Kevin Kane, the Director of High School Initiatives for West Georgia Technical College, and Ms. Lee Cunningham, High School Coordinator for multiple counties in the West Georgia region for the Move On When Ready Dual Enrollment Initiative. Kevin, Lee, welcome.
Thank you.
We're delighted to have you on The Link, and we're going to spend a couple of segments today talking about Move On When Ready. Now, when we say that, I'm wondering if our audience knows what Move On When Ready means. Kevin, what's Move On When Ready?
Move On When Ready is, simply put, a program that allows high school students, while they're still enrolled in high school, to take advantage of taking college classes at the same time so they can not only earn high school credits while they're in high school, but they can also earn college credits while they're in high school.
Okay. Lee, we used to call that dual enrollment. Dual enrollment, the sense that a student is both in high school and college simultaneously. That's still what we're doing?
Yes.
So they're taking college courses and they're earning the high school and college credit for those classes.
Okay, so they're not taking high school courses, they're taking college courses from a college instructor using college curriculum.
Correct.
Now, they must have been screened to do this. You don't just take college courses because you raise your hand and say, I'm in high school, I want to take college courses.
Right.
Talk about that screening.
So it's a simple process. They do the application for admissions with us, a Move On Ready application, and then they also need to take a placement test. So we give the AccuPlacer test, or they can submit SAT or ACT scores. And the AccuPlacer test is basic reading, writing, and math, and we give that every Wednesday at our campus here in Noonan, or we come around to the high schools periodically each semester and give that exam.
Okay. Kevin, the AccuPlacer is a national exam.
That is correct.
Developed by the same group that develops SAT.
College Board, yes, sir.
Yeah. So Lee called it a placement exam, and I would say to you, I think it's a placement exam for adults, but for high school students, it's an admission test.
It is. There are certain what we call cut scores that a student must achieve in the 3 segments, again, reading, sentence skills, and math. That will indicate if they are what we refer to as program ready to take either certificate classes at West Georgia Technical College or what we refer to as our general core classes. And those are 2 different sets of cut scores depending on what direction they want to take while they're in high school.
Okay. Are they excluded from taking one direction versus another?
Well, again, if they're not program ready, if they don't reach a certain cut score, now what they can do, there is no charge for the AccuPlacer on the first attempt, and it is an untimed exam, which the high school students like that.
Right.
There is no stopwatch as you're taking the exam. Should they not reach a certain score level on any given section that would preclude them from taking a class, they can come back. There is a retest policy. There is a waiting period, but they can come back and retake that particular section, hopefully to achieve the necessary cut score, and then that would allow them to take the class.
Okay, all right. Lee, AccuPlacer testing, this is you're making the test available for high school students in Coweta County. How do they access the AccuPlacer? How do they take the test?
They can show up any Wednesday at our campus during the summer now.
Well, where's your campus?
Off of Turkey Creek Road. It's 200 Campus Drive here in Noonan, so just a couple miles from CEC.
Okay.
And we give it every Wednesday at our campus there from 9 to 5. During the school year, during the school time, we like them to come after school, so 3:30 to 5 they can come in and take that. Or we go to each high school a couple of times each semester, and we'll advertise those dates at each high school, and they can go by their counselor's office and sign up to take it there as well.
Okay, and this is a paper and pencil test, and online?
It's on the computer, so it's online, so they just pretty much have to show up to take it, and we get them set up.
All right. Kevin, lots of growth in Move On When Ready. That's across the 7-county region for West Georgia Technical College. Can you give us maybe just some benchmarks in terms of numbers to tell us how it's grown?
It is growing exponentially for us. As a matter of fact, within the last couple of months, we've added another high school coordinator to assist Lee, quite frankly, in her efforts. We now have 3 high school coordinators in the 7-county area that we serve. Going from semester of last year to this year, when you go from, as an example, fall of last year to fall of this year that we just finished, we realized about a 40% increase in enrollment growth.
Wow.
Which is quite large.
Yeah.
Last spring semester of 2016 to the spring semester we just finished was about a 42% increase, and last summer to this summer, our current semester, there was about a 77% increase. So it's a meteoric, actually, the growth that we're experiencing. So again, realizing the growth, we knew that we did need another high school coordinator. Quite frankly, we're probably looking at yet another high school coordinator before the upcoming school year is over. So we'll have 4 folks out canvassing the high schools in our 7-county area.
Okay. A good way to wrap up this first segment, this is growing, it's growing incredibly rapidly. And so the college is, in effect, organizing in a different way to take care of that growth and to continue to grow it rapidly. We're going to come back for another segment about Move On When Ready with West Georgia Technical College. We're going to bring back Kevin Kane, Director of High School Initiatives, Lee Cunningham, High School Coordinator. You stay tuned. The Link will be right back.
You excited as I am?
Just a little bit.
The wait is over.
Boom!
Tiff and Joe are back with all new episodes of Fixer Upper.
You ready to do this?
I can do it. Right there.
Step in here, hot pants.
You punk. I love you.
You slayed it.
Whoa!
You killed it.
This is amazing.
Yes!
All new Fixer Upper. Tuesday night at 9, only on HGTV.
Welcome back to The Link. We are in our second segment with Kevin Kane, Director of High School Initiatives for West Georgia Technical College, and Lee Cunningham, High School Coordinator for West Georgia Technical College. We're talking about Move On When Ready, the dual enrollment program in which a high school student can simultaneously be a college student by taking college classes from a college instructor. Kevin Kane, when we left the first segment, you were talking about really dramatic growth in the numbers for Move On When Ready dual enrolled students. All that rapid growth, what has that yielded? How many Move On When Ready students do we have in West Georgia Technical College?
We have finished up fiscal year 17 with this summer semester with about 1,550 unduplicated students. So those are, again, as the name implies, or the word implies, those are not students not having been counted twice. And of course that can happen. A student can enroll in fall and continue in spring, continue in summer. That student would just be counted one time even though they attended all 3 semesters. So we had, again, 1,551, I think to be exact, unduplicated students for the year. And interestingly enough, West Georgia Technical College has 5 standalone campuses throughout 5 different counties. And we as a division, in essence, are like a campus, if you will, and probably ranked number 2 among the, if we were to insert ourselves as a campus, we would rank 2nd among all the campuses that West Georgia Tech has. So it's a large amount of students that we're having to manage, and consequently, not only adding another high school coordinator, we're finding ourselves having to move some of the processes that we've currently had to within the main infrastructure of West Georgia Technical College, if that makes sense. In other words, a lot of the admissions processes and procedures are now being integrated into the traditional side of the house simply because of the number of students that we're now working with. So
Move On When Ready really is becoming a very significant percentage of total enrollment for West Georgia Tech.
It is about 20% actually.
Wow.
And we don't see that slowing down over the near future. Now, of course, I guess as some things change, perhaps with the laws, that could impact, I suppose, one way or the other, the enrollment or the number of students that participate in the Move On When Ready program. But again, for the foreseeable future, we don't see any slowdown. So we're having to make adjustments, and that's okay. Yeah. We're having to make adjustments as we move forward.
Yeah. Lee, you're working to get those students admitted, enrolled, participating in Move On When Ready. Talk with us about some of the processes you use. Who do you work with? How do you make this happen?
I work really closely with each one of our counselors at each base high school and then here at the CEC as well. And then we work with the students, and so we're in the high schools at least once or twice a month doing different activities, either lunchroom visits or classroom visits or testing or registration with students. So we work very closely in our high schools with our high school counselors. We depend on them greatly and appreciate all their help that we get in contacting our students and working with them. And then we'll go and do registration at the high schools with the students and meet one-on-one with them or parents when they want to. So we kind of help guide them through the recruitment process, the admissions process, the testing, getting them registered for classes, keeping up with them while they're through classes, and then following up with grades at the end. And then we have the big graduation at the end of the school year for CEC students in our technical programs. So we kind of follow them all the way through the whole process.
Okay. Lee, how old do you have to be to participate in Move On When Ready?
There's not an age requirement.
Okay.
You just have to be a high school student, 9th through 12th grade.
Okay.
There is a couple of programs, the technical programs, like some of our medical things that you have to be 17 with dental assisting or the nurse aid program. But
Because of the clinicals?
Because of the clinical
Yeah,
rotation and
yeah.
having to do a background check for those students.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's no other age requirement for the program.
Okay. Kevin, the new law in 2015 really helped develop this rapid growth. It broadened the number of students who could participate all through high school. Saves a lot of money for parents and students. Talk about what are some of those real attractions to parents and students? What are some of the things that really cause them to jump onto the Move On When Ready bandwagon?
Well, again, as a high school student, being able to take college classes while you're still in high school, that high school student, of course, earns credit for taking that college class. And by taking that college class, there are 27 transferable general core classes that's offered at West Georgia Technical College. And as students take from that menu those classes, upon graduating from high school, should they choose to go to, let's say, as an example, one of the university system schools, University of Georgia, Valdosta State, Columbus State, whatever the case may be, those classes that they've taken in high school will transfer to any of the university system colleges through an agreement with the technical college system and the university system. So what that means is not only does it transfer and they don't have to take that class once they start college, they don't have to pay for that class.
Wow.
So it translates into an incredible savings. And so what we're seeing is becoming quite common, actually, is depending on how aggressive a high school student takes advantage of the Move On When Ready program, how early they start in their high school career taking classes through Move On When Ready. Upon graduating from high school, it's not uncommon for that student to start in a four-year university as a sophomore.
Wow.
So for those out there that are now beginning to shop, if you will, any of the four-year colleges in Georgia, they know or have a good idea what a per year cost would be.
Yeah.
So when you can subtract an entire year from your total cost from a college, it is significant cost savings.
Kevin, we need to wrap up this segment. I want to give you the chance to tell people how much it costs for a student in Coweta County to be a college student while they're in high school.
Virtually nothing.
Well said.
That's virtually nothing.
And that's part of the new law. Georgia really supports this and wants students to do this. Lee will have this year over 300 high school Coweta County students who've completed Move On When Ready classes. And best count I've got so far, they probably will have completed about 1,100 courses, college courses.
Mm-hmm.
That's a significant savings for people. Last word, recommendation for parents and students who are thinking about Move On When Ready for this fall.
Come in and get tested as soon as possible, so that way we can still get them registered for the upcoming fall. We still have time, so get in touch with us. Our email address, mowr@westgatech.edu, is the quickest way to get in touch with us, and we can give you the steps to get admitted.
Outstanding. Kevin Kane, Director of High School Initiatives, West Georgia Technical College. Lee Cunningham, High School Coordinator, West Georgia Technical College. Thank you for the great work that you all do, the opportunities that you provide to Coweta County students. We appreciate you being on The Link. Come back and be with us.
Thank you very much.
Great. You stay tuned. The Link will be right back.
Expedition Unknown, I'm preparing to find new evidence of the world's greatest legends. Attila the Hun. What's that? Captain Kidd.
I've got something here.
Vanished Empire.
Look at this place.
To really study these legendary figures, I need to put myself in their shoes.
Guy can get used to this.
This is one adventure I really need to prepare for.
It looks good, right?
Look at this! Fire in the hole!
Expedition Unknown, Wednesday at 9 on Travel Channel.
Is your family looking for a special pet this summer? We'll take a look at our pet of the week, Marble the kitten.
Hi everyone, my name is Jamie and I am with Noonan Coweta Humane Society today, and we are showcasing our pet of the week, and this is Marble, sweet tuxedo boy. Oh, love a guy in a tux, just as cute as can be and as sweet and loving, hanging out in Cat Condo C8 down here at Coweta County Animal Control. He's been here since May 28th and he was a stray from the city of Noonan. That's all I have there. But anywho, he's waiting for his forever home and family. So please rush on down here and help save a life.
Welcome back to The Link. Laura, great show this week.
Great. I've really enjoyed your interview with Kevin and Lee, and Move On and Ready. It's such a popular thing, and so many people in our community are talking about it, especially the parents. They want to know how to get their kids involved.
It's growing rapidly, and we're seeing all our high schools participate even more in Move On When Ready. The numbers are going up like this. I mean, it's dramatic growth. We heard Kevin and Lee talk about 40% plus growth annually at West Georgia Tech.
And if you put it in like a campus, if you said it was one of the campuses, it would be like the second largest
campus in their whole system.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. And I enjoyed how Lee would say, you know, so many days during the year they will go to the high schools and actually offer the test right on your campus. You can take it after school, and then if you can go to their office, which is just off Turkey Creek on the campus, you can take it there or get any more information. You can always call, email, I think she said was the best. So, you know, it's a wonderful thing, and you get credit. Like, that's just what blows my mind. I've told you numerous times I would love to have had this when I was in high school, because you're going to save your parents a lot of money.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost you money to take the classes. The state is paying for this. It's a great way for the state to save money over time, as we have college students completing and completing lesser amounts because they leave high school with so much college credit.
And it also gets you ready for college and a taste of what college classes are like, and the workload and all of that. It's wonderful. And you know, Skylar, who's been on our show, who's worked with us on a lot of projects, she's going to finish with 48
transferable hours.
That's incredible. I mean, she's so close to being a junior in college, and she just graduated high school in May.
Yeah, so at UGA, they're going to let her start in major courses. Not in core curriculum, because of all the work she's done via West Georgia Tech here while in high school.
Yeah, it's incredible. So in the next couple of weeks, we're actually going to have Skylar on. Then we're going to have Dr. Parent Alford on to talk more about it, because this is a growing thing, and you're seeing it across the state of Georgia, and our community is so interested and backs it 100% because it's a wonderful thing.
You know, the great relationship between West Georgia Tech and University of West Georgia allows high school students to think about starting college and high school in the 9th grade, getting into West Georgia Tech and University of West Georgia dual enrollment, finishing an associate degree with West Georgia Tech and transferring that directly into a bachelor's degree at the University of West Georgia right here in Coweta County. What a system our local leaders have built.
Yes, and everyone's working together. You've got the Coweta County School System, West Georgia Technical College. You know, everyone is working together, and that's what's so wonderful about our community, is all this education right here that you can get, and you don't even have to leave Coweta.
Yeah, and you virtually don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's what blows my mind. Like, when you ask Kevin, you're like, what's the cost? Virtually free.
Right.
I mean, it is free for high school students to take these classes and earn credit, and you're saving money. I'll let you
do it. You bet.
You know.
I think that's a great way to end our show this week. We hope you've enjoyed The Link this week, and we hope you'll stay tuned next week for The Link.
Have a wonderful week. See you next week.